Welcome to YLL. It's your girl Jazz Young, and I'm back with another one. I just want to say, hey y'all, happy Monday. This is Motivational Monday. It feels good to just feel positive today. I don't know. Today I just feel really, really good. So I'm really, really excited for the week. I pray and I hope that your week is just as amazing as I think it's gonna be, and as we're gonna pray it will be. With that being said, today's motivational quote comes from Mark 3, chapter 3, verses 24 and 25, and it goes by saying, "And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand." And that was my motivational quote because it was the verse of the day. Actually, verse 25 was the verse of the day, I believe either Saturday or yesterday. And I was just like, yeah, I need this quote. This is going to be Motivational Monday because I just feel like we're being divided in today's society. And there's no need for that. Like, we have to move into one, into together. And I just don't like how I'm seeing more and more of us sit here and say, you're either it's like you're gonna be on this side of the world, or you're gonna be on the other side of the world. You're gonna agree with what's happening in society, or you're gonna disagree. But that creates such a bad divide amongst people. And it's like, why? I'm all about the whys. Why are we going to be divided when we can work together because we all have the same similar issues or problems? We all have to live a life and try to live the best life we can, especially when it feels like all you live for is to work. So it's like, how can you live and have fun when all you doing is working, and then you're kind of battling this division in America, even in the world. We see division through different countries. So it's like, it's not just division here in America, but just the divide of the world, the divide of society. It wouldn't life be so much happier and easier if everyone just respected each other, if everyone just loved each other. And that's where I get from these verses of saying, if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. If we're being divided against each other, how can we stand within each other? It's like, if I'm being told that I can't like someone of a different ethnicity or a different color because of that, am I not also part of the problem? Are we not making each other against each other? And then a house, in my opinion, is within your culture, is within your people. When you start creating a divide amongst yourself. So now we're making a divide within our house, and that house is amongst the African American community or black culture just in general. We are creating these divisions and these issues or problems when, if we work together, we can be more powerful against any man that tries to destroy us. Like, if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. So how can we stand? How can we start to realize that we hold more power than the next person? In a sense, when I say the next person, the people we give so much power to, we hold more power than them when we're together. When we are connected, no matter what you look like, no matter what you identify as, we're together. We are as one. Like, it's kind of funny. It's like the movie Us, the movie Us, and how they was connected across the world. That's what we need to do. No matter what, if you agree that we need to be doing right things in the world, we need to be more positive, we need to spread kindness and love. Why can't we connect and be one and support each other and not be so much against each other because they don't fit the narrative of what society has told me, what society has told me I should see or how I should feel. It's like, yeah. And my motivational person, I know I didn't say my motivational person, but my motivational person is anyone who sees the divide and want more for their people, want more for the world, want more for their community, whatever the case may be, just want more in a positive way. It doesn't have to demean the next, it doesn't have to mean another culture. It doesn't have to mean another group of people, or single out people just because of what they believe or what they identify as. We're greater than that. We're better than that. And as we go on, I just think that it keeps. I think audacious faith is what I'm going with for the rest of this year, because what we already are seeing, I'll keep saying it. It sucks, but it's just life. And as Mark already said, Mark 3:24 to 25 already said, and if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if the house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. We already know we cannot stand unless we are one, unless we work together, unless we fight these issues and problems without looking at it as a DEI thing, but let's look at it as a, listen, you just as qualified, just as like I'm as qualified. We both should have the same opportunities. What is the issue in there? That's just mutual respect. That's just human decency. So we have to challenge each other to work together. We have to challenge each other to love one another. We have to challenge each other to spread more kindness. So as you keep going in this life, as you keep going on in this week, remember that we cannot stand as a country, we cannot stand as a culture, we cannot stand as people if we are going to be divided against ourselves. We cannot stand. We cannot. We won't be successful as long as we fight against each other. The only way we can be successful if we spread love, if we spread kindness, and look, stay grateful, because that's the only way you can be an amazing person as you go. And that's the motivational Monday for you. And I truly do pray that this week do find peace. We as a country, we as people, we find peace. I do pray that, we are in a light of obedience. Sometimes I feel like we get in this space of not being obedient, and sometimes not being obedient to ourselves. Keeping our word to ourselves, and staying accountable to ourselves. That's creating a divide within yourself. Like, so as we walk into this week, I really do pray that we're able to even bring those connections back within ourselves. Create those, that getting back into that loving me era in the world. Because that's the other thing. I think that the world is so negative or against each other because we view ourselves in the things that we see or what we complain in. And it's like, how can we stop complaining? It's like, look in the mirror and realize how you can get better. Look in the mirror and realize how you have been divided against yourself, and how you've been going against your own way of thinking. Or, I don't ever go for your own understanding, but really in your own way of understanding yourself. Not trying to understand the world, not trying to understand why things happen, but to understand who you are. We don't do that all the time. So let's get back into that type of headspace, because I do believe that once we do that, once we start to create that connection again within ourselves, it'll be so much easier to create connections, and take away that divide and that division within other cultures, within other people. No matter who you are, I think we all have some form of division in us. So I challenge us to get better, to not be so divided, and to love one another. As I said, we need to spread more kindness. And y'all need to leave my good sis Amanda Seales alone. I think that Amanda stands on something. And when you are someone that has a strong opinion, a lot of people take it as a stereotype. But you got to realize, if nobody else is going to fight for you, there has to be someone. And I think Amanda Seales has been a great example of someone who is fighting for her people and stand on business about her people. Shout out to her. She's earned a follow out of me just off of the merits of her getting rid of Meta. I think that's a different topic. Something we need to maybe consider, and maybe that's gonna be our weekly Wednesday thought, will be Meta. What Amanda Seales is doing, and how she's doing it, and I think I definitely can appreciate it. So please look out for this week's Wednesday thoughts. We're gonna definitely be talking about meta and social media just in general. I get to have some fun. I think I'm gonna get into some of the school topics that I've been talking about this week and last week. So with that being said, I love and I appreciate y'all. Enjoy y'all week. Know that God is amazing, and we just gotta keep fighting, keep praying, but keep leaning on each other because that's all we got. Love and appreciate y'all.